G'day all, welcome to my review of The Fall of the Archons, released by Eureka Multimedia about 2 years ago, roughly. I'm not sure exactly, but it's a game that I brought recently about 2 weeks ago, thinking, oh shit, it's just like another Maths Quest game, another Maths Quest title. Thought, oh awesome, be like playing old Maths Quest again for me. And boy was I wrong, but you'll soon find that out. But so, the story goes on this. You play as a character who's a top secret agent called Info Warrior. And your quest or mission is to infiltrate about 6 facilities and to destroy them or to grab information from them. Because they've been controlled by the Illuminati or aliens or something. So it's all pretty, trippy. Anyway, so I'll be covering a range of topics today. The combats, the questions, the gameplay, things in general. Like, this game is seriously, it's broken as, mate. I don't know what to say about it. I had such a hard time playing it. Anyway, you'll soon see. So let me know in the comments if you've ever played this game. I want to know if you actually ever completed this game. So here we go, we'll get into it now. Alright, here we are. So first off, the controls. The controls are pretty basic. Like, the movement controls are fine, they're pretty fluid. But boy, the shooting, however, look at this slow shooting. Like, you look at the enemies, they get you dead on. They shoot you almost instantly, these guys, like. But you just I have to shoot these bolts, these blue ice balls, because apparently this is an ice gun, and it freezes the enemy, but it just is such a hard thing to do. Like, it's so slow and shoots so slow, and the whole game is so gluggy. Alright. That's the controls. So nothing much to say about controls really compared to what the other games are like. Next is this thing, the health panel. I want you guys to sit through this and see if you can last. Alright? Thank you. Alright, who survived that one? If you skip to this one, yeah, fair enough, I don't blame you. But what you kind of gathered if you did watch it, or if you haven't watched it, you gain health in this game by answering questions correctly. And you cannot proceed out of the question panel unless you get full health. And it has a random slot generator machine, as you can see here, which cycles through 3 topics. Once you choose one, it's either multiple choice, or depending on the certain topic, it could be a written one, like a spell this word, group. So that's the questions done. Now, this is going to be the story or plot development, I guess. Like, at every start of every level, you get given a little intro. So this will be one of the intros, and we'll be talking about various topics about the situation or the mission you're going to take. So here we are.
Clandestine and rogue elements within government agencies from around the world are involved in an aerial spraying program for weather modification. These are known as chemical trails or chemtrails, and are visible as discharge behind aircraft, usually in a crisscross pattern that lingers in the sky for hours on end, and unlike normal condensation trails, does not dissipate in a matter of minutes. One side effect of seeding the sky with a combination of barium salts, aluminium oxide and other microscopic fibres is that human health is incrementally impacted as some of these elements fall back to Earth. Health issues include widespread flu-like and Alzheimer's symptoms. These nano-sized particles also stay in the sky for many years and create a reflective layer which is used by HAARP, a military electromagnetic warfare and weather modification program found around the world. HAARP's huge, powerful transmitters and antenna arrays, in combination with airborne metal particles, can heat up the atmosphere and push it further out into space, steering pressure systems and affecting weather patterns. The main facility creating these chemicals has been located. Your mission is to infiltrate it, disable it, and retrieve any incriminating data.
Ha! Wasn't that one spooky? I thought it was a bit political if you ask me. Usually Eureka Multimedia just releases fun-filled games, nothing really too serious, but this had a bit of subliminal messaging in it. I thought, it's got the environment, it's got politics, and I had a slight suspicion it's actually got the Illuminati involved. Somehow, I don't know. And I was right. Look at this. Now that out of the way, I thought I might talk about glitches now. This game is pretty buggy, like, you see me, the camera can clip through the wall, and the physics aren't that all great, but I was amazed that they added physics to the game. But it's a very buggy game. Like, you can like, for instance, if you want to exit out of the game, just to say you play for a little bit and you say, oh, I want to go now, the game crashes. It just freaks out for some reason and crashes. It does crash to the desktop as well, randomly during when you're playing, but that's not really that unusual. The other games do that too. And as well as another glitch I found out, I was able to get out of the map. So check this one out. Yeah, tragic. But lastly, I want to talk about the character as well. He's called Info Warrior. I thought, well, Mick Millennium is a cool name. Info Warrior sounds very generic almost. I know I'm being a bit picky about this, but the character itself's alright. I thought some of the lines he said was pretty funny, but other lines I thought, oh yeah, very cringeworthy. Not very punny at all, I thought. But here, have a listen to a couple of his lines and see what you think.
Back in the Ice Age for you. Global warming's got nothing on you, buddy. Ouch! That stings! Oh. Party ice, anyone? Too bad I didn't donate to their gene pool. Boy, those guys are ugly.
Alright fellas, that was Info Warrior in all his entirety. Honestly, not much different from Mick Millennium, so really not much to say about his character apart from his punny words and stuff. Anyway, that's his character though. Now prepare yourself. This is the last part, my thoughts. The game is quite literally the worst game I've ever played. My reason being is that, sure, the graphics are bad, the gameplay in general, where the controls and stuff are bad, but that's nothing new. That's like all the other games like that. This thing that really much sums up the whole game to make it unplayable is the fact that this health panel here. You cannot skip this rotation thing. You have to wait till it's finished, and it takes a long time to do it. It takes like a couple minutes to do it. I mean, like, if they like did have a skip function on the stupid rotation thing, like, the game would be playable. I could actually sit down and play the game, even though it's really hard trying to get past the enemies. In fact, that you shoot really slow, and the enemies shoot, they shoot like, they shoot really fast at you, and able to hit you dead on nearly every single time. I could still play it. I could still finish the game, but I cannot finish the game. This game is like one of these things. I get through the game. I get through almost to the end of the level, or one of the levels I've done. I got through just to the end, almost, and I kept getting shot and kept having to sit through this health panel thing, and it took forever. And even when I got to the end and almost completed it, the game crashed, and I had to restart the whole thing over again. And that took for ages. So the game's so broken to the point where you're not even having fun when you play it. Like, take Photonic's Adventures. Like, the graphics on that are not very good. The controls on that are absolutely bloody. They're absolutely mental. And the fact that, it's just a pretty basic game, but I still had a lot of fun with it. And I'm sure many of you out there would agree. This is a solid game. This is not. This is comparable to the game Big Rigs. That game was voted as the worst game on the internet. This has to be by far the worst game I have ever played. But you'd say, but Seagulls, can't be the worst game you've ever played. It's just a shitty maths game for crying out loud. It's just an educational game for kids. But I'm telling you, mate, a kid to play this game would have to have the patience of a saint. I'm an adult, and I couldn't handle this game. I mean, like, the amount of patience you need to be able to get through this shite of a game is absolutely unbelievable. This health panel thing, by far, is the worst ever. I mean, if they were to get a skip function or actually improve it somewhat, the game would be playable. I don't know, something about that health panel is just so unplayable. It just deters you from playing the game. Like, the previous games are so good, actually with the questions, you can actually learn something from it. This is I just can't get my head around it. But guys, I encourage you, please buy the game. Play it for yourself. This is an experience you have to experience. It's something that, it's absolutely, I don't know, it's indescribable. But if any of you guys out there who have played the game, please let me know. Please, I want to know how you completed the game. This by far, I could not complete it. I just straight out, flat out, could not complete it. Anyway, guys, I thank you for watching, and sorry for my little rant, but you have no idea what my past 2 weeks have been like when playing this game. This was absolutely a new level of. Anyway, it's over now. I'm done. The video's finished. So goodbye, everyone. See you in the next video. Cheers.